Hi guys, welcome back to the Home and Homestead. I'm Rebecca, and today we'll be having some fun in the kitchen while we make some homemade candy. Homemade candy is great for sweet treats all year round. They make a wonderful party favor, they're great additions to the Easter basket, and it'll be really fun for movie night. Make your own concession stand with some popcorn and homemade candy. So follow along while we make some chocolate-covered peanut butter eggs, or homemade Reese's peanut butter eggs. Alright, so for making our chocolate-covered peanut butter eggs, or homemade Reese's peanut butter eggs, we'll need to make our peanut butter mixture. We'll be using the KitchenAid stand mixer today, and I have the Flex Edge attachment on here. This just helps to kind of scrape off the sides of the bowl while it's mixing. So what we'll add to there is equal parts peanut butter and powdered sugar. So I have 1 cup of peanut butter. This is a creamy peanut butter. You could also use whatever nut butter you wanted to use for your little candy treats. And now I'll add 1 cup of powdered sugar. So we'll lower this down and we'll just mix this until it becomes a crumbly peanut butter mix, or like a dry cookie dough consistency. There we go. Next I'll add an 1/8 teaspoon of salt. This is optional, but if you like a little saltiness to your peanut butter, you should add it. So we'll mix that in as well. So it's a nice consistency where you can still kind of mold it into a shape. That's perfect. So now let's head over and work on the next step. Okay, so here's the peanut butter mixture that we created with our KitchenAid. Now if you find that this is a little too sticky and difficult to work with, you can always put this into a Ziploc bag and then kind of flatten and form it into a disc, and then put that Ziploc bag into the refrigerator for about 15 minutes, and that'll help it become a little more workable. This seems like a nice consistency, so we'll move on right to the step of forming our peanut butter eggs. So what we're going to do is take whatever portion amount we want to use, and we'll form like a little ball shape, and then gently form it into an egg shape, and then place that on to a baking pan. Alright, there you go. We have 12 peanut butter egg shaped. They're roughly egg shaped. They don't have to be perfect. I mean, these are homemade candies, and you can also make whatever shape you want for a given holiday. You could do heart shapes for Valentine's Day and little Christmas trees and things like that for Christmas, but I wanted to do some Reese's eggs, so I did egg shapes. So now what we're going to do is put this pan into the freezer for about 1 hour, and that'll give these peanut butter mixture pieces a chance to harden up and be ready for their chocolate covered coating. So I'll go put these into the freezer. Okay, so our peanut butter eggs are just about ready to come out of the freezer. So I wanted to melt some chocolate for the outer coating. So what I'm doing is I'm going to melt the chocolate with the double boiler method. So I have a pot of boiling water, fill a little over halfway, and I have a little stainless steel bowl on top. I'm going to add the chocolate chips in here and melt it that way. Another way to melt your chocolate is to place the chocolate chips into a glass bowl and then microwave that for about 20 seconds and stir it, and put it in for another 20 seconds, and keep doing that until you have a nice smooth consistency for your melted chocolate. For the double boiler method, I'll place 2 cups of chocolate chips in here. And now this boiling water will create a bunch of steam, and it will help to gradually melt these chocolate chips above. So I'm just going to take a spatula, just kind of stir these chocolate chips from time to time and help them melt. So I'll start with 2 cups of melted chocolate. If we need to melt more, we always can later. So if you can see on the bottom, the chocolate chips are starting to melt already. This process just takes a few minutes over the stovetop. So I'm just kind of mixing and pressing the chocolate chips down to the base of the stainless steel bowl. I'll just help melt them. There we go. Chocolate chips are all nice and melted. It has a nice shiny sheen. So we'll turn off the heat and we'll remove them from the heat. Okay, so our chocolate is all melted. So what we're going to do is take this little candy strainer here. You could also use a fork or a slotted spoon. And we're going to put 1 peanut butter egg at a time into this chocolate mixture that we created. Coat them. Now I'll try a slotted spoon. And now I'll try a fork. Few other candy dipping instruments I can try. So this is a little more of a fork shaped one. These last 3 are getting caught and soft, so I'm going to put these back into the freezer so they can get nice and hard, and I'll put these chocolate covered ones into the freezer as well. Okay, so the last 3 peanut butter eggs, I put all of them back in the freezer for about 20 minutes and I gave them a chance to harden up again. So we'll get these last 3 coated with the chocolate. This one I'm going to add a little more chocolate to the side. There we go. Okay, now we'll place these chocolate covered peanut butter eggs into the freezer for about 20 minutes, and that should allow this chocolate to harden make that nice outer coating that we're looking for. Okay, so I've taken out our chocolate covered peanut butter eggs. They've been in the freezer for about 20 minutes and the chocolate has hardened nicely. So what I like to do with homemade candies is I like to put them into little cellophane bags. And some of these are a little larger, so I'll put 1 egg into there, and these smaller ones I'll probably put 2. And then I'll put some on a plate as well so you can have a closer look at how the finished candy looks. These type of bags, I have some that seal themselves and other ones like these, they don't, so I fold them down and close it with a little sticker that says what's inside of the bag. There we go. So we have our chocolate covered peanut butter egg with a little label on top that helps seal it as well. What I love about homemade candy is it's perfectly imperfect, meaning there's little extra chocolate wedges pieces off the side. You can leave them on or you could break them off. Depends how rustic you want your candy to look. Either way, it's going to be delicious. And you've taken the time to make it homemade. Well, here are our chocolate covered peanut butter eggs, or homemade Reese's peanut butter eggs. I did the egg shapes today because I'm planning to use them for a spring treat or for Easter basket edition, but you could certainly make whatever shape and size peanut butter filling that you would like. And if you're planning to enjoy these or share these right away, you're good to go. If you're planning ahead and you're not going to eat them right away or share them right away, I would suggest storing them in the freezer. That'll keep them nice and fresh and the chocolate nice and firm until you're ready to enjoy them. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video today while we made some homemade candy. Keep watching. I'll do a number of different candy treats with you guys that you can make for various holidays, especially with Easter around the corner. You can make these for Easter basket treats or any time of year. These homemade candies that we will make together would work great for movie night and having your own concession stand with popcorn and homemade candy. So hopefully some of these videos will inspire you to try out making some homemade candy yourself. You can check out some other sweet treats I have as well that might satisfy your sweet craving. Well, if you're new to the channel, I sure would appreciate you subscribing. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. See you next time. Take care.